Brent, all eyes on the center matchup in this one. What's your outlook on the future of the big man as the league continues to evolve?
Well, they're not extinct. If you find one, you're going to use them, BA. So if that's your advantage, you got a big guy who can score down low or dominate from the paint in some way, then the coach is going to feed the big fella.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Ball passes to Booker and stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
First quarter of play, a minute in. The kick to Durant from downtown, buries it from 3.
Man, we should grab some popcorn, a blanket, and a pillow, and settle in. This is going to be a long night watching KD score.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Count it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And there's the lob.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Ball finds Warren. Outside Booker. Back to Warren. And he buries his first look.
The will of Warren, admirable. Superb, staying with the contact there.
Conley against Paul. Now here's Towns, guarded closely. And here's Edwards, down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Towns. The kick out to Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Conley on the attack. Outside Edwards. Goes back up. Durant pulls it in.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Conley coming off a Suns make from deep three-point range. Outside McDaniels. Driving in. Outside Conley. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Suns trailing. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Warren can't hit that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. McDaniels finds Towns. The kick out to Conley for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Conley's got 5 now.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Oh, nice shot by Booker.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Ball against Conley. Outside for Booker. Misses the 3. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So for Minnesota right now, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Towns, that's good.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Jaden McDaniels, second personal foul. First team foul.
Edwards against Booker. The steal.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Conley. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. McDaniels from long range.
Now staying with his man, Warren has the body to annoy shooters on the way up. DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Booker. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Now here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Gobert.
The underrated part of Kevin Durant's game, his length and timing affecting shots.
And it's Durant with the finish.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Conley passes to Towns. Offline with a 3. And it's Phoenix's ball. 8-point game. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Now here's Edwards. The offensive rebound. Gobert, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Kicks it out to Warren. Booker, the pass to Warren. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Now here's Ayton. Pass to Booker. Down low. Shakes him. And Ayton with the lay-in. Ayton's got 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside Booker. And he drives in. The kick out to Paul. Warren, the pass to Paul. Good D by Gobert.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot is good by Edwards.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
They got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
All right, good stuff, Allie.
17, the Timberwolves, 27.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
We've got Campaign. Josh Okogie is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Landale in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Back to Okogie. Rebound Minnesota. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
Pass to Reed. He takes it in. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Nice shot by Okogie.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Minnesota in the lead. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Corner shot. It's hauled in by Landale.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
It's tipped. Craig inside. Anderson's there. Here's Okogie. Hits a three-pointer. Okogie's got 5 points.
Oh, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Prince. Launches a three. Knocks it down from distance.
A good shooter. And has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch and shoot opportunities.
Here's Landale. Reed defending. Outside Ross. Three-pointer. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
The Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
The putback. The rebound by Ross. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Craig. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Here's Noel. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Prince.
They tried to thread it inside, just too much congestion.
Craig finds Ross. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating, and that one good.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Outside Payne. On the break. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Ross. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Noel. Out to the right wing. Here's Prince. And here's Anderson. Here he goes. This one for 3. Prince can't hit. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Okogie. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And Payne has been great out there, just making the effort plays and helping the other guys.
26 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Lets it fly from 18. Pass to Noel. To the right side. Reed for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Up top, Payne. Ross for 3. The shot misses. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
And please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He loves the pressure D. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Edwards on the take.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Durant, and Durant slams it home.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Conley up top. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Edwards with the over the top. Are you kidding me? Wow!
Man, he's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Paul passes to Booker, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Okogie's checked in for the Suns. Now here's Conley. Here's Edwards. There's the drive, and Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Booker, pass to Durant. Back to Booker. The kick to Durant. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Having the wherewithal to get that shot off in time, Durant makes those kind of plays look effortless.
Towns on a screen. The kick out to Edwards. Takes the three. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assists. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Durant against Edwards. Knocks it loose. Outside Durant. Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
A spindly guy. Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Paul for three, on target from range.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Now here's Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game and pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. And there's a 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Now here's Paul. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Outside for Booker. Paul against Conley. The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker. Ayton. And he sinks it.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now here's Edwards. to the left wing. For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
to face and play against.
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Now here's Booker, kicks it out to Paul. It's Durant on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Paul passes to Okogie. Back to Paul. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
LA ball.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George sets a screen for Westbrook. Covington in the corner. Outside, George. The 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Paul. Back to Booker. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Booker against George. Zubac a screen on Booker. And George kicks to Westbrook. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And here's Booker following Russell Westbrook's 3. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's the 3. And it's George missing. George has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Bounce pass from Paul. Ayton inside. Covington's there. And it's Ayton missing. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George finds Westbrook. Back to George. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
KD a screen on Westbrook. Paul for 3. Outside Durant. Booker looking around. Bangs home the trifecta.
The playmaking skills of Kevin Durant on display. Capable of whipping passes to open teammates.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Sinks the triple.
A shooter of Durant's skill will always be a go-to guy. Once he has the ball, it's a done deal.
Pass to George. Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. For the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Passes it to Okogie. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:14 left in the first. Paul passes to Okogie. Kicks it out to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Love seeing the hustle from Russell Westbrook, especially on the defensive end.
Paul's shot is off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Okogie for 3. Durant just inside the line. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Leonard, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Covington against KD. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers leading by 6. Here's George. He has 5. The tray. Here's Zubac. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with the Vincent Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Nice job by Russ, attacking the interior, hunting down a high percentage look.
Booker outside. Pass to Okogie. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Sweet time there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside for George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. George has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Ball outside. Feeds to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Greg, for our audience, can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Here's Ayton. And the Suns miss again.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. From past the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
Bounce pass from Paul. Here's Ayton. Phoenix no good that time either.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And Booker kicks to KD. Lets it fly. And a little hot that time, but it drops. And that's now 7 points for KD. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Takes it out to Leonard. Westbrook passes to Zubac. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Ayton. Booker in the corner. Outside, KD. Now the pass to Okogie. On the wing. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Kicks it out to Covington. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on 8.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Now here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. Kogi inside the three-point line. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Inside. Kicks it out to Paul. KD on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Durant's got 9.
He's so polished. All Durant needs is a little airspace to get his shot off.
Leonard looking around. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul with the ball. George picks him up. Booker dishes to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Covington with the steal.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Here's Paul. Here he goes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for Phoenix.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway. Through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Kogi in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Just 3 to shoot. Kept alive. Clippers leading by 7. Covington wide open. He fires. Here's George. And he drops it in from the low post. George has got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Clippers. Ball against Westbrook. Paul passes to KD. To Paul, and Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Booker with no one around, and the Suns miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference, only to make a 2nd round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Fast break, here come the Suns. Warren with the ball. Here's Ross. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Nicholas Batum.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
And he sinks the second.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Here's the 3. Man can't hit. Suns trail by 8. top Warren, defended by Batum. It's stolen by Morris. Powell for three. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Craig against Batum. And the shot goes down. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get. Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Payne. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Powell, no one around him. No good from outside. Suns have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And here's Warren for three. Payne in the post. Craig down low. Guarded by Powell. Craig can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Batum finds Powell. Drives to the hoop. Ross with the steal. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. The Suns shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Suns trail by 8. Payne looking around. Ross against Powell. Ross kicks to Warren. Pass to Payne. With the drive. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Cameron Payne taking 2 shots.
Payne hits them both. Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lobbed up there for Powell. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Craig passes to Warren. Batum with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
The assist.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Powell against Ross. He dishes it to Warren. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. No good from Ross.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Passes it to Morris. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ross has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Payne in the corner. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Here now a chance to show you the assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Pass to KD. Paul kicks to Durant. On the wing, Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Durant finds Booker. Over George. Second shot opportunity. Suns moving the ball around. Outside for Durant. Hits the three-point bomb.
At the arc, Kevin Durant is totally in his comfort zone. Nothing could shake him off that look.
The pass to George. Launches a three. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
The offensive rebound.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Scooped up. Durant, no good. And it's Westbrook with the ball. Brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Outside Leonard. Lets it go with the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. For three, Durant. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
One of the all-time scoring greats. Durant is racking up the points tonight. There's nothing you can do to stop him.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. George looking over the floor. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker left side. Kicks it out to Paul. Fires the three. Suns keep it alive. Outside Durant. Jacks up a three. Paul passes to Durant. 5 on the clock. And here's Booker from the arc. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker against George. Tries yet again. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Booker.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Outside for George. From deep. It's rebounded by Paul.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that game.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard outside for George. And stolen by Booker. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Pass to Okogie. From outside the arc. And the three ball is good. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
George against Booker. The shot by George, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Durant for 3. Booker, it counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's George. Money!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The wide open look for Durant. On the 3 off target. And stolen by Ayton.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul. You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll put them up by 2.
Wanting to prove the doubters wrong, George welcomes the chance to come through at the stripe.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
To tie it up. Back to KD for the tie. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg.
Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your... And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Now here's Covington. Leonard on the wing. There's the drive. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Minnesota. Now here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all. Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Edwards into the lane, and the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And it's the Clippers ball. Westbrook, the pass to George. Here's the three. Covington, a screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard finds Covington. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Westbrook against Conley. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Now here's Edwards, tightly guarded. The shot no good. And George with some nice D. Leonard against Conley. He's off on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Westbrook into the lane. Good D by Gobert.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Leonard against McDaniels. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Conley. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Westbrook against Conley. Leonard right side. George outside from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 5. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Westbrook. He tries for 3. The Clippers rebound. Zubac. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Now Edwards. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Clippers grab the miss. Westbrook with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And he's going for the lob, and it's Towns with the power finish.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Out to Leonard, beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Leonard's got his second basket.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Conley with the ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 to shoot. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Westbrook, the pass to George. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
That one looking good the whole way, guys. I mean, for a young center, Towns very mindful of his shot mechanics.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Over Edwards. Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 8.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
George drives in, and George with the jam.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Here's Conley. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. He puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Right side Conley. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And George with the jam.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
The open shot by Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Off target with the 3. The Timberwolves trail with his first shot attempt. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Outside Conley. Towns down low, working on Covington, and the basket by Towns.
When you talk about guys that can score from all three levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Here's Westbrook, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Last season, we saw a lot of teams bring a renewed focus to their defensive efforts. Mark, you think it paid off?
I think it did. I mean, scoring was down across the league, BA. So that clearly indicates defense took a step forward. And, you know, great defense for championship teams has always been central and key. So I don't think it's an exception. I think that's the rule now. Defense wins.
Towns down low, covered by Covington. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Westbrook, the pass to George. From deep three-point range, Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. George with a steal. Westbrook with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Oh, George with a steal. Outside Covington, pass to Leonard. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Leonard's got 10.
If you want to study how to work the mid-range area, just watch Leonard. Precise in everything he does.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Conley.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Westbrook, the pass to George. With 1 on the clock. It's good. He's got 15.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Paul George. Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 23. The Clippers, 28.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the center spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Prince, and it's stolen by Plumlee. Batum with it. Anderson's there. For 3, Powell. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside, Anderson. From the arc. It's stolen. Now here's Plumlee. Tight defense on him. Here's Batum. Inside. And the basket by Plumlee. And the Clippers lead by 7.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Stripped it away. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get 1 free throw, and they'll keep possession here. The first one falls.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Knocked away. Stolen by Reed. On the wing, Noel. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Prince can't hit.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Batum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Anderson.
Very hard not to leave your feet defending against Batum. Tough to bother his shot otherwise.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Oh, and Reed with a block. Foul against Anderson. And the layup is good off the glass.
Lack of communication defensively. No help on the mismatch.
The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Noel. That one doesn't drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. They've led by as many as 11. Slam dunk by BumbleBee.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Morris. For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's man. Batum, right side. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Out to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 6 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. Good. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Noel. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Here's man. Out to Powell. The 3 ball. Reed with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Alexander Walker. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Batum outside. Pass to Morris. To the middle. Here's man. Oh, and Reed with a block. Anderson for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. And here is Morris. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Over Edwards, pass to Zubac. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And they're on the break. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Conley.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
George, a deep three. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
George against Edwards. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Left side, Edwards. Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks the tray.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat. One of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Westbrook, the pass to George. From downtown, fires in the triple.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Pass to McDaniels. For 3. No luck on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Westbrook. Leonard for 3. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfect.
Towns for 3. Gobert finds Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
George, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Conley against Westbrook. Outside McDaniels. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to George. Westbrook outside. George, a screen on Conley. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. It's George on the drive, and Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Westbrook right side. Out to Leonard. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And here's Minnesota now. 7-point differential. It's scooped up. Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And he ends up making the second. And that trims the lead to 6.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Westbrook. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Clippers ball.
Leonard outside. Clock at 6. Poke loose. Zubats finds Westbrook. The 3 is up, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Minnesota calls time here. They're behind by 6. 1 second left in the 4th.
Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
So it's the Clippers picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Out left to the wing, McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. For 3, Okogie. Ball goes in, out to the right wing. He takes it in, kicks it out to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. No one covered.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels wants to get it to Edwards and does. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And the dunk by Booker.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Here's Conley. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Outside Edwards. That 3 off the mark. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Booker. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards with it. And stolen by Ayton. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. No good from Durant. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stolen. Okogie for 3, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. Lets it go from deep. Pulls up. And it's good off the back rim and in.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Conley. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The dish to Towns. Over Booker. Towns, no luck.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Ayton, the pass to Durant. Going inside, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Left side, Edwards. Towns for 3. He doesn't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Paul with the 3 from the arc. Okogie misses.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's McDaniels, now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
For 3, Booker. Minnesota with the rebound. Over in the corner, Edwards. That's a 2 from Towns. And it's off the back rim, no good. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Edwards. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
Phoenix leading by 5. Paul passes to Ayton. Over Gobert. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Driving the lane. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
And it's Towns penetrating. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it. But I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league. And we know he is lethal from deep.
Ayton. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to McDaniels. It's picked off. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
Outside Edwards. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the rejection by Ayton. Phoenix leading by 7. Booker the pass to KD. Fires for 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. KD's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, that's just such a pretty and smooth release. Durant with the distance delivery.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. Now here's Booker.
2 minutes.
He's got 5.
2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Paul. It's up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the lob to Towns. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing here by 8. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
To the left wing. Durant with the steal. Fast break, here we go. .110 left to play here in the second quarter. Booker dishes to KD. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Now here's Paul. Right side, Kevin Durant. Over Towns. No good that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Takes a 3. Hits it from three-point range. And now just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Mulligan's coming. And here's KD for 3. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And here is Paul. Takes the 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 4. All right, David, thank you.
22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Reed. Trent's out there with Anderson. And it's Noel in a point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Reed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. Into the lane. Ross passes to Baisley over Anderson. Rebound Minnesota. And stolen by Payne. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. No good from Ross. Timberwolves trail by 7. Anderson outside. The pass to Prince. And he drives in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Payne kicks to Ross. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Timberwolves shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Pass to Baisley. Moves back up, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Pass to Reed. Shoots the 3. Alexander Walker. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Baisley. Day looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Langdale. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Noel. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Payne. Over Prince. They get it back. Passes it to Baisley. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Down low. There's Noel. Anderson kicks to Prince. For the tie. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 3. Payne gets a wide open look. It's good from long range. Payne's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Here's Prince driving in. Takes it off the glass.
So important to balance your three-point shooting stroke with the ability to put it on the deck. What a drive by Taurean Prince.
Ross on the wing. From deep three-point range. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. Now Reed. No points in the game yet for him. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Noel, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. From 18 feet away. And the shot by Warren, no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Suns shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Payne. And there's the pass to Ross. Now, here's Warren. There's the triple. Prince with the defensive effort. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward.
Substitution.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Booker, no good.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Clock is at 3. Takes it inside, and they recover it. Some solid defense from Ayton.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Kogi misses. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Gobert in the corner. And stolen by Ayton. Kogi for three. Buries it from three-point range. Kogi's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Downs down low. Goodbye, KD. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be Towns shooting. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. He can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Outside for Durant. Misses the three. Timberwolves trail by 5. Over in the corner, Edwards. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No good from Booker.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Looking to end his cold spell. Bullseye.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Conley surveying the D. Kicks to McDaniels. From downtown. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Ball finds Booker. Fires from deep.
2 minutes.
Ball passes to Booker. 11 feet away. Count that bucket. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Analytics say don't shoot the mid-range shot. Sometimes the best scorers are efficient in that area. Devin Booker, one of those guys.
Pass to McDaniels. A 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Kogi, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
How about the athleticism of Josh Okogie on that dunk? Wow, that's eye-popping.
Outside, Towns lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. Phoenix leading by 8. Stolen by Conley. A putback.
Well, Mike Conley's a veteran. What confidence, what clutch play. Nicely done.
Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Ball passes to Booker. Fades and shoots. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Conley against Paul. KD on the wing. Ayton a screen on Towns. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. And the Suns miss again. And so it's Minnesota with it. 4-point game. Pass to Conley. 11 seconds left in the 4th. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Knocked loose. Durant with the steal.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
To the best kid.
Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And throw it down! Wow!
Okay, KD for a little extra on that one.
Paul against Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Shot on the wing. They grab their own miss.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Leonard. George with it. Nice D from Durant.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Here's George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
He has such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Paul against Westbrook. Deflects the pass. Here's George. Driving inside, and George with the jam.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
Pass to Okogie. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Up top, Paul, pounded by Westbrook. Booker for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Covington. Westbrook outside. Leonard for 3. Hits the trifecta.
With a smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown.
Outside Durant. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss. For 3, Westbrook. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Okogie on the wing, pounded by Westbrook. Paul for three. No good that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Westbrook finds George. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It goes on Kevin Durant.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
George hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Paul passes to Durant. Back to Paul. A shot to stop the drought. Paul George pulls it in. George has got his fourth rebound in this one. Durant against Leonard. That shot is off. Here's Phoenix, trailing by 5. Booker can't get it to go. George outside, pass to Zubac. And he lobs it up top. Paul against Zubac. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Paul against Westbrook. George outside. 4-3. Nails it from 3. George has got 9.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Paul for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Westbrook outside. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. Yes.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
George outside. Uncovered. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. He's got 11.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Outside Paul. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Okogie's shot is off. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Leonard. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. There's the 3. Kept alive. Outside Booker. And stolen by Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Paul against Westbrook. Shoots over Westbrook. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I go back to him in that area on the floor.
Puts the move on. George outside. Fires the three. Nope. Shooting 3 for 8 in the game now.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Booker's got 6.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Oh, Booker with a block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here's George. 11 points in the game. Shot to end the cold streak. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision. He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Right side Durant. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Clippers trail. Westbrook left side. George for 3, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Pass to Okogie. Durant against Covington. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. George for 3. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul against Westbrook. Ayton passes to Booker. Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Zubats. Kicks it to George. Here's the 3. Okogie pulls down the board. Outside Booker. George with a steal. Westbrook left side. Now Zubats. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's
with the score. 20. The Suns. 18. And for the Jabberwockies.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking it.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard with a wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
The kick to Durant. Clock at 4. From deep. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. The Clippers shooting just 35% from the floor. Leonard outside. George outside. Takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul. Shoots over Zubats. Misses off the right iron. And the Clippers have possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. A clear look for Westbrook. The Suns clear it. Right side, Paul. Outside, Durant. Pass to Booker. Over Leonard. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Paul. Outside, Booker. Back to Durant. From deep three-point range. And he gets it back. And here's Paul from the arc. And another shot. That's good from Durant on the assist from Paul. Durant's got 6 points.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Zubac, screen. Jacks up a three, and that's good. Paul George for three. George has got 22 points.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
Outside Paul. Pass to Okogie. Here's Booker. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Phoenix on D. It's a 5-point game. George, a deep three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Leonard. George outside. There's the triple. Leonard outside. Clock is at 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Durant. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here he goes. Pass to Okogie. Outside for Booker. He buries it from 3. Booker's got 12.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
George outside. From deep. Pure from three-point range. George has got 25 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Okogie on the wing. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
George outside. Back to Westbrook. Hey, from beyond the arc. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside for Booker for the lead. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
George's shot is off.
And he does it right in his face. This is how you answer a 3 with a 3. Just merciless.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Suns on top, up by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page.
First personal foul.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in its center. Here's Covington. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Pass to Okogie. Covington against Durant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 4.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Here's George. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Leonard way outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Well, the Suns shooting only 39% so far in the game. Okogie's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Pass to Zubac. For 3, George. The Suns clear it. Okogie's got 5 rebounds in the game. Left side, Paul. Here's Okogie. Outside, Durant. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Oh, got a piece of it. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. For 3, George. Stolen by Ayton. Oh, George with a steal. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. The shot's good.
Trust Westbrook to spot those holes in the defense, picking up an easy dime off a wide open man.
Outside to Booker. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. Oh, George with a steal. Covington with it. Now guarded by Ayton. To take the lead. Kicks it to George. For 3, Covington. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Los Angeles. Westbrook against Paul. Outside for Booker. All alone. And he nails that one right through the heart.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
For 3, George. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Paul passes to Booker. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And George with the jam.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Ball against Westbrook. The kick to Durant. Fires from deep. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
Pass to George. Westbrook against Ayton. Leonard up top. Let's go with a 3. The 3, George. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Outside Paul. Back to Durant. Kogi on the wing. Pass to Aiden. 3 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
He just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, BA.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's George. Back to Zubats. Clock at 6. George, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson.
To the best kid in the hall.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with Brent. Tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Edwards. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Robert Covington picks one up. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Here's Conley. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Edwards inside. He's covered by Westbrook.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Zubats finds Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Leonard over Edwards. And it's Leonard again missing.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Westbrook surveying the D. Covington in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
Here's Conley. Outside, Towns. Out to Conley. Westbrook with the steal. Poke loose. Towns with the steal. To the paint. Hangs. He takes it up and lays it in.
Him proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Westbrook passes to Zubats. Zubats a screen on it. From deep, George. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Here is Edwards. The Clippers getting the bucket. Great D that time from Westbrook.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's the teardrop. Here's Zubats. Gobert with the block. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Outside, Covington. Leonard sets a screen for Covington. Oh, Leonard in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Conley against Westbrook. Towns wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Towns has got 7.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves leading by 5. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Conley. The kick out to Towns. Launches it. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 5.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Towns for 3, nailed from three-point land. Towns has got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Now the dish to Gobert, and the shot goes in.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Outside, Towns. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. And Magic is the rare talent who redefines the point guard position.
From deep, George. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Westbrook kicks to George. This one for 3. Zubac no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. And the pass to McDaniels. Leonard with the steal. Zubac with it. Conley picks him up. It's Westbrook with the drive. Gobert with the block. Westbrook against Conley. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
It's stolen by Edwards.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. And they get it. The feed to George. Up again. And Westbrook is right there.
Such an aggressive rebounder from the guard position. Russell taking over on the inside.
Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
The free throw drops for Towns. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get help, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
From deep, George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards passes to Gobert. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The 3 from George. A 3 ball. Covington inside the line. No good on the last second attempt there. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now.
Your Clippers, 23. The Timberwolves, 31.
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Karl-Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker into the 2 guard. Here's Noel. Anderson outside. Inside. Batum with the steal. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Plumlee with the ball.
And the more your bigs can do this, the better. Plumlee really good at accelerating in the open court.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Noel. And here's Anderson from the arc. No good there. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Noel. Covered by Morris.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Here's Powell. Doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
And he does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Morris outside. From deep. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota basketball.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Now here's Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Powell with it. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Noel. Passes to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. And Anderson has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
From deep three-point range, it's Powell on the wing. Here's Mann, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's Noel. Plumlee with the rebound. Pass to Powell. Shot from 12. Drained for 2 points.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
Minnesota in the lead. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Shots good by Noel.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
From deep. The Clippers rebound. Outside for Batum. For 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And Batum pretty consistent from the three-point line. Defenses cannot afford to give him that kind of slack.
1:05 left to play in the third. Plumlee with the steal. It's tipped. Here's Noel. 5 points in the game.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Powell for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Noel. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Batum, the screen. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves leading by 7. Prince wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Powell finds Batum. Back to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Beat the clock. Caught it! He caught it!
That's how you do. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
The third quarter comes to a close.
And your Clippers Houston team. It's the
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Minnesota with it. They lead by 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
And here's Westbrook. Outside, George. Zubac with the screen for George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Conley against Westbrook. The pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Westbrook kicks to George. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight, and Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Now, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And they'll get another chance. And it's rebounded by Covington. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Leonard hits them both.
With Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff.
Here's Edwards. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And here's George for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Towns kicks to Gobert. No good on the triple. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Covington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Gobert. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Clippers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Towns for 3. Westbrook pulls it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. Timberwolves leading by 8. Stolen by George. Leonard the pass to George. From deep 3-point range. And they get it back. A second chance effort. Leonard attacking. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
So smooth. The little pump fake, get the defender in the air. As if Leonard wasn't hard enough to cover. He's adding that to his game.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Conley against Westbrook. The kick out to Towns. It's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Nobody near George. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside, Towns. Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered by Leonard. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
and they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a hard-fought fight, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.